So business continuity incident. I'll come back to the definition part of it. You will understand all that with some examples. Okay. A heavy rainfall and flooding may make the organization premises inaccessible. A cyber attack that encrypts companies' files as a ransomware attack. A power outage that disables the office for 24 hours. A key supplier is suddenly going out of business. A pandemic forcing all staff to work remotely. I'll give you one more example. In 2021, OVH Cloud, they had 3 data centers. And before they go, the France exchange listed, one of the data center has completely burnt. This is one of the example of business continuity incident. You would have faced such incidents in your career as well. I'm sure you can relate with that, right? Now, every disruption is a disaster, is it? No, not every disruption is a disaster. Remember this. You will have to decide what is the disaster and based on the incident and the impact of that incident to your organization, right? So what is definition? Any unplanned event or a situation that disturbs or threatens to disturb normal business operations and requires organized response to minimize the impact. I have given several examples. Thank you. Incident response plan. So documented step-by-step guide. Now what we have done so far, we have a business continuity plan. We have the RTO, RPO. We also have the recovery strategies, business continuity plan. We know that what is business continuity incident. Now we have to have a response plan to recover out of it. A documented step-by-step guide that outlines how the organization detects, responds, and recovers from a business continuity incident. You first detect an alert. For example, one server is down and you are saying this is a disaster or business continuity incident. Probably no. Probably yes. For a small size organization, yes. For a mid-size, large size organization, they have multiple servers. Some organizations have multiple sites. But yes, one site is completely down. That is, you have detected an incident. You will assess and declare to all those stakeholders, respond and activity. You have to have a right process in place, activities, people must be aware of it, responsibilities you are defining and they are carrying out, and you are going to be recovering and review why this has happened and how it should not be repeated. When a cyber attack is detected at 2 a.m., incident response team triggers and IT is alerted. Some organization you may have a cyber security team separate. Systems are isolated. Backups communication are activated and leadership team is briefed within predefined 30 minutes window. Crisis management. Overarching process by which organization handles a major high impact event that threatens harm to the organization or a stakeholders or a public requiring senior leadership engagement. I'll say you may have the flood like a situation and you have a data center in the basement. It's a crisis situation. Recently, that Iran attacked the AWS data center in Dubai. For that particular country and operating from Dubai for AWS is a crisis like a situation. AWS in 2021 there was an outage for 1.5 days. Crisis like say Jeff Bezos has to communicate in public, apologize in the public. Crisis management. How you are going to be dealing in situation? This is exactly what is altogether crisis management situation. When a product defects, injures customers, company's crisis management team activities. You addresses the media. I have explained and taken example of Jeff Bezos, right? A while ago. Crisis management focuses on people, reputation and stakeholder. Business continuity focuses on the processes and operations. Remember the difference. between crisis management and the business continuity focus. You have to have a plan for that. A formal document define roles and responsibilities, decision making authority, and communication protocol as a strategic senior leadership level. Define who is on the crisis management and the specific role during the event. Communication protocol. You have to have media to cover as well as respond to regulatory bodies. You have to take appropriate decision in case of such situations. Emergency response plan, a documented plan that provides immediate life safety focused procedures to protect people and priority during the initial phase of emergency before recovery efforts begin. When a fire breaks out in a call center, emergency response activates. The fire warden, or you may say floor warden, guide evacuation. Fire department is called. Head count is taken. Okay, you have to reach to the safe assembly area within the time frame that you have defined. All right. Emergency response plan is always activated first. People before process. Business continuity plan activates once safety is secure for the people. Recovery strategy, the specific approach selected by organization to restore the critical business functions and services within the time frame defined by RTO, RPO and MOO. You can have recovery strategy like a hot standby. You have a fully operational DR site. Simply people are going to be operating from the alternate site. You have the physical setup available, you have the servers configuration and availability of the floors, setting, everything is taken care as good as your primary site, but this is, you'll have to ensure really high cost and fastest recovery. Warm site, you have a partial active setup like a systems are deployed, you will have to configure ideally. Okay, so moderate cost and recovery time is also high. Cold standby, you have bare shell office, you will have to make it set up everything. Okay, that is cold standby. Now finally, let's understand how all BCMS concepts connect. Keep in mind, my friend, that every organization business continuity start with business continuity objectives defined by the top management. Ideally, there has to be a business continuity policy. You have to define roles and responsibilities. Now, as the scope is defined, for example, certain services, you may have 500 services, 100 services, 50 services, depends on the size and scale of the organization. You wish to take out of that 50 services, maybe only 10 services or 20 services as a part of business continuity. That is scope, along with the physical scope that you can decide. You will, as you have identified the scope, you have to perform business impact analysis. Now, as I said, out of 50, 20 services we are considering. Now, what are critical services out of that? Maybe 10 services are critical, and you will have to perform risk assessment for that 10 services, and we have learned how to perform risk assessment. As you perform risk assessment, you will come out with the recovery requirements like the RTO, RPO, maximum or minimum business continuity objectives, what you are going to be achieving that. Next step is you have to define strategies. How you are going to be recovering out of the cyber security incidents, or you can say, if there is a cyber security attack, or if there is a natural calamity, or there is a power failure, how you are going to be recovering out of that. You will have to have a strategy for that. You will have exact plan for the respective situation, and that's exactly, I can say, the incident response plan, crisis communication, business continuity plan, recovery procedures, and finally you are going to be exercising that, reviewing that, and identifying the improvement areas. You will have to carry out the internal audit based on that. There might be some non-conformities. You will close that and fulfill the non-conformity or complete the non-conformities. That's how you ensure the organizational resilience on business continuity. The key takeaways out of that learning is BCM is a complete management system, not just a plan. BIA is the cornerstone. Unless you perform BIA, you will not be able to identify the RTO, RPO, and how you are going to be recovering out of it. What are the tests? Okay, remember that the test. Unless you test, everything is on the paper, and you are only wishing something will work. Finally, the prime objective of the business continuity is to save people and ensure the business continue as expected. From iVision point of view, we are here for last 14 years plus, trained 50,000 plus professionals in 55 plus countries, 500 plus corporate clients that we have been delivering services. You can avail our training services with weekend batch, weekday batch. For our corporate special programs, you can reach out to our, of course, the given contact numbers. We deliver classroom as well as live instructor led training programs. You can register for the course giving this link as well as individual. Here are some of our glorious moments that will give you the confidence. You and your organization may be looking for some of the services like cybersecurity, ISOs, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, software testing, project management, Six Sigma. Will be very, very happy to take this forward. Thank you very much.